Hi, I'm Sean, a warm welcome to my channel. Today we're chatting about the full moon in Aquarius on the 29th of July. For me, this is really interesting energy. We have Aquarius vibes mixed with the sun in Leo. This is very courageous. So let's start with what I think is the biggest story of this full moon. We have a full moon in Aquarius sitting right next to Pluto. And honestly, that's a pretty intense combination. Now, before anyone panics when they hear the word Pluto, let's take a deep breath. Pluto has a bit of a reputation in astrology. It's the planet associated with transformation, endings, rebirth, and sometimes those moments in life where things change whether we're ready or not. But I don't think Pluto is here to punish us. I think Pluto is here to reveal the truth. And sometimes the truth is exactly what sets us free. Full moons are already illuminating by nature. They tend to bring things to completion. They shine a light on situations that have been developing behind the scenes. We often see results, endings, breakthroughs, or important realizations around a full moon. But when Pluto is involved, the spotlight gets turned up. Things that have been hidden can suddenly become visible. A truth you've been avoiding, a reality you've been sensing but couldn't quite put into words. Pluto has a way of bringing those things to the surface. And if I'm being honest, as a Virgo sun, I've had moments where I thought I wanted clarity until clarity arrived. Because sometimes clarity means we can no longer pretend not to know. Sometimes we see exactly what needs to change, and that can feel uncomfortable before it feels liberating. What I find fascinating about this full moon is that it's happening in Aquarius. Aquarius is the sign of freedom. It's the sign that asks, what if there's another way? What if I don't have to keep doing things the way I've always done them? What if the future could look completely different from the past? And Pluto is amplifying that message. I think many people could experience a powerful desire to break free from something during this full moon. Maybe it's an unhealthy attachment. Maybe it's a role you've outgrown. Whatever it is, Aquarius wants liberation and Pluto wants you to transform. Put them together and this becomes a full moon that says, you've carried this long enough. While the moon is sitting with Pluto in Aquarius, the sun is sitting with Jupiter in Leo, and this adds a completely different flavor to the full moon. Leo is the sign of creativity, joy, confidence, and self-expression. It's about doing what lights you up and having the courage to be seen. And then we have Jupiter, the planet of growth, abundance, and luck, amplifying that Leo energy. To me, this feels like a reminder not to get so caught up in Pluto's transformations that we forget to enjoy life. I think one of the questions this full moon is asking is, what makes your heart happy? Not what looks good on paper. Not what other people expect from you. What genuinely brings you joy? As a Virgo sun, I can sometimes get so focused on what needs fixing that I forget to ask myself what I actually want. Jupiter in Leo reminds us to dream bigger, take a creative risk, and trust ourselves a little more. The beautiful thing about this energy is that while Pluto may be helping us release what's no longer aligned, Jupiter is helping us see what's possible next. So if a door closes around this full moon, don't spend all your time staring at the closed door. Leo and Jupiter want you looking toward the horizon, excited about the new chapter that's waiting to begin. Another big theme of this Aquarius full moon is community. Aquarius reminds us that life isn't meant to be lived entirely on our own. It's connected to friendships, groups, networks, and finding people who understand our vision for the future. One of the questions I think this full moon is asking is, who are you surrounding yourself with? Are the people in your life supporting your growth? Do they encourage you to be yourself? Do you feel like you belong? Aquarius is also the sign of the future. It's visionary. It wants us looking ahead rather than constantly looking in the rearview mirror. So this full moon may bring a realization about where you're going, who you want to travel with, and what kind of future you're trying to create. And if you've been feeling a little disconnected, this could be a beautiful time to seek out like-minded people, join a new group, or reconnect with friends who inspire you. Okay, so I've waffled on enough. Let's go on and look at each sign. Aries, this full moon is landing in your 11th house. That's your zone of hopes, dreams, friendships, and future goals. It feels like a bit of a culmination point. Something you've been working toward might finally start coming together, or you get proof that you're on the right track. Maybe a dream starts feeling more real, or a new opportunity shows up through friends, your network, or social media. And here's the fun part. Aquarius is playing nice with your Aries energy right now, so this full moon actually rewards action. The more you put yourself out there, promote yourself, reach out, take that step, the more momentum you'll build. So ask yourself, what does your heart actually want for the future? With Saturn and Neptune in Aries, you've been quietly reshaping your vision for your life, and this full moon could bring some real confirmation that you're headed the right way. Pluto's in the mix too, so some of you might feel yourselves outgrowing a friendship or a community you've been part of. But it's not really a loss. It's more like making room for what actually belongs in your next chapter. Trust where your life is taking you, Aries. A new cycle's kicking off and it's looking good. Taurus, this Aquarius full moon lights up your 10th house of career, purpose, recognition, and legacy. This feels like a major turning point. A chapter in your professional life may be reaching a end, a goal could finally be achieved, or you may find yourself getting honest about whether your current path is truly fulfilling you. For some of you, this could look like a promotion, recognition, or a breakthrough connected to your work. For others, it may be a decision to leave something behind that no longer aligns with who you are becoming. Pluto has a way of asking us to release what's no longer working so that something more authentic can emerge. I think the real question for you is, does the way you're spending your time reflect what matters most to you? This full moon is encouraging you to get clear about your purpose and the impact you want to have on the world. Whether that's through your career, a passion project, volunteer work, or simply how you show up each day, something is shifting. Trust what is being revealed. What looks like an ending may actually be guiding you toward a more meaningful and rewarding path. Gemini, this Aquarius full moon lights up your 9th house of expansion, adventure, wisdom, and new horizons. Out of all the signs, I think you're going to feel quite energized by this full moon. Aquarius is a fellow air sign, so there's a natural flow here between your curiosity and the opportunities this full moon is opening up. This feels like a breakthrough around learning, growth, travel, or your belief system. You may be ready to explore something new, whether that's a course, a spiritual path, a new culture, a big trip, or simply a different way of seeing the world. As a Gemini, you're naturally a lifelong learner, and this full moon could remind you just how important growth and discovery are for your happiness. I think the question for you is, where is life calling you to expand? For some of you, the answer could involve travel or relocating. For others, it could be teaching, writing, publishing, podcasting, or sharing your knowledge with a wider audience. Something you've learned may be ready to be shared. The beautiful thing about this full moon is that it encourages you to think bigger. A new horizon is opening, Gemini, and the more willing you are to follow your curiosity, the more exciting this next chapter could become. Cancer, this Aquarius full moon lights up your 8th house of transformation, intimacy, shared money, and emotional attachments. I won't sugarcoat it, this is one of the deeper full moon placements. The 8th house asks us to look honestly at what we're holding on to, whether that's a fear, a relationship dynamic, a financial situation, or even a version of the past that we're not quite ready to release. This full moon could bring an important realization around shared finances, investments, loans, taxes, property matters, or emotional bonds with other people. Something may be coming to a culmination point, asking you to transform the way you relate to security, trust, or control. As a Cancer, security matters. I think many Cancer placements naturally want to protect what they love and hold on tightly to what feels safe. But Pluto's message during this full moon is that sometimes growth requires letting go. The question I would ask is, what are you afraid to lose, and why? That might sound like a heavy question, but the gift is that on the other side of that fear is empowerment. This full moon isn't here to take your power away. It's here to help you reclaim it. Something is being transformed so that you can move forward feeling lighter, stronger, and more aligned with the person you're becoming. Trust the process, Cancer. What is changing now has the potential to bring big healing and renewal. Leo, this is a big full moon for you because it's activating your 7th house of relationships, partnerships, and commitments, while the Sun and Jupiter are lighting up your 1st house of identity and personal growth. With Jupiter in your sign, many of you may be feeling more confident, optimistic, or ready to step into a new version of yourself. It's a bit of a glow-up energy. At the same time, Pluto conjunct the full moon is asking you to take an honest look at your relationships. Not to create fear, but to reveal the truth. You may see more clearly where a relationship is supportive, healthy, and aligned. Or you may realize where boundaries need to be strengthened, expectations need to change, or a dynamic has simply run its course. This could apply to a romantic partnership, a close friendship, a business relationship, or any important one-on-one connection in your life. The question I would ask is, do your relationships support the person you're becoming? Because Jupiter is helping you grow and expand, while Pluto is helping you release what no longer aligns with that growth. As a result, this full moon could bring an important conversation, realization, or turning point in a relationship. For some Leos, a bond becomes stronger through honesty and deeper trust. For others, it may be time to let go of a dynamic that no longer feels balanced. Either way, this full moon is helping you create healthier, more authentic relationships that reflect the new chapter you're stepping into. Trust what is being revealed, Leo. The truth may be uncomfortable at first, but ultimately it's leading you toward more meaningful and fulfilling connections. Virgo, this Aquarius full moon lights up your 6th house of work, health, routines, and daily life. This is a moment of reflection and adjustment. Something in your everyday world is coming into focus. It could be your job, your work environment, your schedule, your well-being, or simply the habits that shape your days. As a Virgo, you naturally pay attention to the details, but this full moon is asking you to step back and look at the bigger picture. Is your daily life supporting the future you want to create? For some of you, this could bring positive changes around your health or wellness. For others, it may be a realization that a job, work situation, or routine has run its course. Pluto has a way of revealing what's no longer healthy so that you can make space for something better. And while that can feel uncomfortable, I truly believe this full moon is helping you realign with what nourishes you physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. If something is leaving your life now, trust that it's creating room for something more aligned. This full moon is encouraging you to build a lifestyle that supports not just your responsibilities, but your happiness as well. Libra, this Aquarius full moon lights up your 5th house of creativity, romance, joy, and self-expression. This is one of the more beautiful placements for a full moon, especially because Aquarius forms a harmonious trine to your Libra energy. There's an ease here, a flow, and an opportunity to express yourself more authentically. You may find yourself sharing something you've created, putting yourself out there, starting a new romantic chapter, or simply reconnecting with what brings you joy. For some of you, a relationship could deepen. For others, a creative project may reach an important milestone. The question I would ask is, what wants to be expressed through you right now? The 5th house is also connected to your inner child. This full moon is encouraging you to take a chance, have some fun, and allow yourself to be seen. Not everyone will understand your creativity, your passions, or your dreams, and that's okay. Sometimes growth requires vulnerability. Sometimes we have to tell people how we really feel or share something we've been keeping close to our hearts. This full moon is inviting you to follow your joy, trust your creativity, and let your light shine a little brighter. Scorpio, this Aquarius full moon lights up your 4th house of home, family, roots, and emotional foundations. This is a deeply personal full moon for you. Something connected to your home life, family dynamics, living situation, or sense of belonging may be coming to a culmination point. You may find yourself reflecting on where you come from, what has shaped you, and what emotional patterns you're ready to leave behind. Because this full moon creates a square to your Scorpio energy, you may feel some tension or pressure building. But don't assume that's a bad thing. Sometimes pressure helps us recognize what needs to change. The question I would ask is, what would help you feel more grounded, secure, and at peace? For some of you, this may involve healing old family wounds or releasing patterns that have been carried through generations. For others, it could be about creating a home and environment that better supports the person you're becoming. Pluto's involvement suggests that something is being transformed at a deep emotional level. While the process may feel intense at times, It's ultimately helping you create stronger foundations for the future. This full moon is inviting you to let go of what no longer feels safe, familiar, or true, and build a deeper sense of belonging within yourself. Sagittarius, this Aquarius full moon lights up your third house of communication, learning, mindset, and local connections. This full moon could bring an important conversation, a new perspective, or a breakthrough in the way you think about a situation. You may be wrapping up a writing project, launching something online, making an important decision, or simply seeing things in a completely new light. The question I would ask is, what story are you ready to stop telling yourself? As a Sagittarius, you're always seeking growth and truth, and this full moon may deliver an insight that changes your direction moving forward. This is also a wonderful time to get out, connect with people, share your ideas, and be curious. A conversation, message, or piece of information could be exactly what you need to open an exciting new chapter. Trust the new perspective that's emerging. It may be simpler than you think, but it has the power to change everything. Capricorn, this Aquarius full moon lights up your second house of money, values, self-worth, and personal resources. This full moon could bring a money matter to completion. There might be a breakthrough around your income, or a realization about what truly matters to you. You may be ready to let go of a source of income, a spending habit, or even a belief that has been limiting your sense of worth. The question I would ask is, what do you truly value, and does your life reflect it? With Pluto involved, there's an opportunity to transform your relationship with abundance and self-worth. Something may be leaving your life, but something more aligned can take its place. This is a powerful time to take an honest look at your finances, your priorities, and the foundations you're building for the future. Trust what's being revealed. This full moon is helping you create greater stability by aligning your resources with what you genuinely value most. Aquarius, this is your full moon. With the full moon and Pluto in your first house of identity, self-image, and personal growth, this can feel like a major turning point in your life. You're being asked to release an old version of yourself and step into a more authentic one. You may find yourself questioning who you've been, where you're going, and what truly feels aligned moving forward. Pluto has a way of stripping away what's no longer genuine, so that you can reconnect with your truth. The question I would ask is, who are you becoming? This full moon may bring a powerful realization about your future, your purpose, or the changes you've been resisting. Something about your identity is evolving, and while that can feel uncomfortable at times, it's also incredibly liberating. You don't need to be the person you were 5 years ago, or even 6 months ago. Trust the transformation that's unfolding. This is your chance to step into a stronger, freer, and more authentic version of yourself. The old chapter is closing, Aquarius. A new one is ready to begin. Pisces, this Aquarius full moon lights up your 12th house of healing, spirituality, endings, and the subconscious mind. This is a deeply reflective full moon. Something may be coming to completion behind the scenes, helping you release a fear, habit, belief, or emotional burden that you've been carrying for a long time. The 12th house is where we let go. It's where we surrender what no longer serves us so that a new chapter can begin. The question I would ask is, what are you ready to make peace with? You may feel more intuitive than usual around this full moon. Pay attention to your dreams, your inner voice, and those quiet nudges from the universe. They may have an important message for you. With Pluto involved, this can be a time of emotional and spiritual healing. You don't need to have all the answers right now. Sometimes growth happens when we stop trying to force things and simply trust the process. This full moon is encouraging you to rest and release. Something beautiful is being prepared behind the scenes, even if you can't fully see it yet. Trust that what's ending now is creating space for a new beginning just around the corner.